Hello, owlets. Welcome to Southern Owl's YouTube channel. Welcome in. Today we're doing a very easy patriotic design using a 21-inch paint stick. And the cool thing about this design is I'm using leftover mesh that was from another Southern Owls kit. So if you purchased my patriotic flag wreath kit, this is the leftover mesh. So all of this mesh is cut at 20 inches. This is 10-inch mesh. You're going to need 8 pieces of the red and white stripe. And then you're just going to need 2 pieces of the navy. I already pre-cut, these are the same ribbons that I had in my kit. I pre-cut 8 ribbon tails to 12 inches and I already dovetailed them. And we're going to be using the same exact ribbon that was in that kit for the bow. So it's pretty similar to the design, but we're just going to transform it from a pancake wreath into a 21-inch paint stick. So come hang out with me. Make sure your glue gun is at the ready. We are going to add on 5 pipe cleaners onto our 21-inch paint stick. I always start in the middle of my paint stick. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I like to start in the middle, and then I add in a few more pipe cleaners, and we go about 3.5 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one's going to actually really measure this, and once you get the mesh on, it's going to hide any imperfections, but about 3.5 inches is pretty good. Now, the top one I'm going to do with black because guess what? That is where we're going to put that navy mesh on. I have my hot glue gun at the ready. I always like to add a little bit of hot glue right into the middle of those pipe cleaners. And the reason why I do this is I just don't want those pipe cleaners moving around once we start adding in the mesh. So your paint stick should look a little something like this. And the cool thing is this is now our guide. So clearly the red is going to go where the red is, and the navy mesh is going to go where that black is. So all we're going to do is just ruffle in all of my mesh. And so you see how your mesh likes to kind of roll in on itself. I like to use that as to my advantage. I just take one side, flip it out onto my table. I'm going to tuck the ends under about 1 inch or 2. Find the middle, give it a pinch, and then I'm going to walk my fingers over to the other side, and I'm going to make sure that that other end is tucked under about 1 inch or 2. So that is a ruffle, and I'm just going to put it on right at the bottom. And we're going to lay it right into that pipe cleaner and give it a few good twists. Be careful because that hot glue is still going to be a little hot, so just watch your little fingers. Going to look a little something like this. Now this direction is up and down. I'm going to do the same exact color mesh, but I'm going to lay it in side to side. We're going to do that same ruffle technique that I just showed you. Just like that. And we're just going to put this one in the opposite direction, which this is what I call side to side. And you're just going to want to make sure that that pipe cleaner is nice and tight. We're going to do the same exact thing, but now we're going to change direction again, and we're going to go up and down. Just flip it out on your table, tuck it about 1 inch or 2, find the middle, give it a pinch, walk your fingers over to the other side, lay it right down there in the middle, twist it in, and then I just kind of like to finesse my mesh a little bit. And that one was up and down. So this one's going to go in side to side. So you're going to need 8 pieces of red and white mesh and then 2 pieces of the navy. And all of this mesh is cut at 20 inches. So now we're going to switch the color of the mesh and we're going to do the navy. And same technique, we're just ruffling that in to our design. And then this one will go, we're just going to do opposite direction again. This one will go in up and down. So we have our first layer of mesh looking great. Now we're going to go in for round 2. So whichever direction you laid that first piece of mesh down, you're going to do the opposite. So the one on the bottom was up and down. So we're going to lay this one in side to side. I'm just going to pull up those pipe cleaners and twist, twist, twist. And then I just kind of like to pull my mesh around because I just want to make sure that it's really getting some good coverage and we're doing a complete circle. So we're just going to still do that ruffle method all the way. Get it nice and tight into those pipe cleaners. We're not going to miss any section. Every single pipe cleaner needs to have 2 pieces of mesh. So we're doing the red at the bottom and then the navy on the top. It's so cute when we're all done. I was like, you know what? Like, y'all loved that pancake wreath version of this design, so why not make it into a paint stick? And the great thing is if you purchased my kit, you can use the leftover mesh from it. Now you're going to have to supply your own ribbon, of course, and that is okay, but I just thought this would be a fun way to show y'all when you have leftover mesh from a project, how you can utilize it into another design. All right, and we're going to put that navy right at the top. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So thankful you are here today. My name's Courtney with Southern Owls. Please like and subscribe to my channel. So thankful for y'all being here today. Okay, do you see where we're going? Do you see the direction? So now we're going to put that beautiful bow and then we're going to insert our ribbon tails. And it's just that simple. And you're going to have something adorable to hang on your front door. So I'm going to cut off those pipe cleaners because we don't need that because this is where we're going to put our bow. I'm going to grab another pipe cleaner and cable tie and get those at the ready. And today, guys, we're going to be making a hand bow. And we're just using one ribbon. This is a 1.5 inch navy with stars, and this is all we're using. So we're going to do a 6-inch tail, give it a pinch, and we're going to do some 5-inch loops. So you're going to measure at the 10 and bring that together in your hand and then twist that ribbon so it's always facing up. And we're just going to do that 4 times. Whoop! There goes my ribbon. We're going to do that 4 times. So we're going to have 4 loops at 5 inches. And then we're going to need 2 6-inch tails. Now we're going to keep on going though, okay? That's just the first layer. We're going to add another 6-inch tail. And I'm going to go, these are kind of up and down, so I'm going to put that tail in the middle. And then we're going to shrink down our loops. I'm going to measure at the 9 on my mat, so that's going to make them 4.5 inches. And we're going to do 2 of those. And then we're going to do that racetrack loop where you flip the ribbon over your thumb. And I want it pretty much the same. And then we're going to do 1 more 6-inch tail. So now we have this really cute bow. We're going to thread through the cable tie right where we're holding everything. And we're going to get it going, not all the way. And then we're going to slide that pipe cleaner halfway through and then get it nice and snug. I like to use my cable tie, or my nippers to cut off that cable tie. And then we're just going to twist that pipe cleaner. Guys, if you can't make a hand bow, go get that bow maker. You can make this bow with a bow maker, okay? Don't you worry about a thing. You go grab that bow maker. Okay, now I'm going to set the bow down, and we have 4 tails. So I always like a good dovetail, so I'm just going to fold that ribbon in half and cut up at an angle. And we're going to do that all the way around. This one seems a little bit long, so we're going to cut that guy down just a little bit. And now our super cute easy bow is ready to go right on the top. Now, when we're adding in our bows, we want to go through that mesh. So I'm going to have one hand on the bottom of my wreath and then the other on top. and we're going to thread through those pipe cleaners. And then what I like to do is I already have this pipe cleaner that exists. So we're going to thread through these from the bow, the pipe cleaner from the bow, and then twist it around. I like to do that because I just feel like my bow doesn't like wiggle around and it has some more security. We're going to take our nippers and cut that. Okay, so now while we have it like this, I'm going to take one more pipe cleaner and we're going to thread it through. And all we're doing is making a little hook. I'm going to twist that around, twist it around the bottom, and now we have a little hook that we can hang this up on our front door. And then I'm just going to push that to the side. See? And that is how we're going to hang it. I'm going to glue this down at the end. Okay, so let's fluff out that super cute bow. I'm just putting my hands inside the ribbon because all of this ribbon is wired, okay? So you can manipulate it, you can move it around, you can really get it nice and full. Like how cute that is. Okay, all we have to do is add in those ribbon tails now. So I pre-cut my ribbon tails. I have 8 pieces at 12 inches. And we're going to take 2 at a time. We're just going to lay them right on top of each other. Find the middle, give it a pinch. And then right underneath our bow, we're going to add in those first ribbon tails. And then just twist it into those pipe cleaners. Now we're done with the pipe cleaner. So we're going to take off any extra and then push it back down into our design. And then you're just going to spread out these ribbon tails in like an X pattern. So simple, guys. You can do this. We're going to do that to every single pipe cleaner that is left. So you should have 4 pipe cleaners, 8 ribbon tails. 2 ribbon tails go in each pipe cleaner. Make sure everything is nice and snug as you're designing. And remember, this is wired ribbon, so you can manipulate it and bend it how you want it to pop out. I like mine to have a little bit of like an arch. So that is what I like to do. Just kind of arch them out as I'm designing. And the mesh, since this is a bordered mesh, it's really going to do a lot of the talking too. It's just going to kind of add into the red and white stripes. Oh my gosh, so cute. You know what? We could actually, let's spin this one so it's more up and down. Do we like that? Yeah, I kind of like that. That is like, ooh, yeah, different directions. Okay, we have one more. I'm going to put this one in up and down. Just like how we switched the directions of the mesh, that's what I'm doing with the ribbon. Super, super easy, super cute design. And now your door is ready. Now this wreath is ready for your front door is what I was trying to say. Oh my gosh. How simple and cute is that, guys? So, so fun. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. We're going to add a little bit of hot glue right there. And the reason why I like to do that is because I don't want any of these pipe cleaners, because they do have that metal inside the pipe cleaner. I just don't want it scratching our front door. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that. I also get the question too, do you cover the backs? You can. You can get some solid ribbon, like a red ribbon, and cover the back of this if you would like. That's totally optional and totally up to you. But how cute did this little fun patriotic wreath turn out? Guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to have you here forever. Guys, I have a website. So if you're interested in purchasing a wreath kit or just staying in touch with me, you can subscribe to my email list on my website, which is thesouthernowls.com. I do sell my completed designs there. And I also sell wreath kits that you can purchase and follow along with me right here on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to turn her this way since that glue is still hot. I hope you enjoyed this nice, simple, patriotic tutorial. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you. Have a good one. I can't wait to craft with y'all again soon. Bye, everyone.